If you've ever wondered why some gardens seem to practically grow themselves, bursting with healthy plants while others struggle despite fertilizers and sprays, you're about to uncover some of the secrets that top gardeners swear by. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Evergreen Garden and leave a comment sharing your own experiences with chemical-free gardening. Today, we're going to explore why some gardens thrive without chemicals and how you can make the same magic happen in your backyard. The truth is, a garden doesn't have to rely on synthetic fertilizers or pesticides to flourish. The key lies in understanding and working with nature instead of against it. Chemical-free gardens thrive because they foster balance, healthy soil, vibrant plants, and a resilient ecosystem that naturally defends itself against pests and disease. When you stop trying to control every aspect of your garden with chemicals, you allow natural systems to do what they do best. The secret behind chemical-free success starts underground. Healthy soil isn't just dirt, it's a living ecosystem teeming with microbes, fungi, and nutrients that plants need. When you enrich your soil naturally, you give plants the tools to grow strong and resist pests. One of the simplest ways to do this is through composting. You can make your own by combining equal parts green material, like vegetable scraps and grass clippings, with brown material, like dried leaves or shredded paper. Over time, this mixture breaks down into rich, dark compost that can be worked directly into garden beds. A general ratio is to apply a 2-inch layer of finished compost over your soil each year and lightly mix it in. This nourishes your plants while feeding the microbial life that keeps soil fertile. Rotating crops and planting cover crops is another powerful strategy. Plants like clover or vetch can fix nitrogen in the soil, naturally enriching it without synthetic fertilizers. Not only does this boost the growth of future crops, but it also helps prevent soil erosion and suppresses weeds. Seasonal rotations like alternating leafy greens with legumes keep the soil diverse and resilient, reducing the need for chemical interventions. A chemical-free garden thrives because it invites natural predators into the ecosystem. Ladybugs, lacewings, and predatory beetles all feed on common garden pests like aphids, caterpillars, and mites. Instead of spraying pesticides, consider planting flowers that attract these helpful insects. Marigolds, dill, and yarrow are excellent examples. Even small patches of wildflowers near your garden can make a huge difference. In my experience, dedicating just one row to insectary plants can cut pest damage by almost half over a season without ever touching a chemical spray bottle. Creating habitats for these beneficial insects is just as important. Leaving small piles of logs, stones, or undisturbed ground allows them to nest and thrive. You'll notice that once these allies are established, your plants suffer fewer attacks and grow stronger naturally. Overwatering or using irrigation improperly can make plants more susceptible to disease, even in chemical-free gardens. Plants under stress are easier targets for pests and fungal infections. One practical approach is drip irrigation or soaker hoses, which deliver water directly to the roots while keeping foliage dry. For example, watering your tomato plants with a 30-minute drip session twice a week, instead of spraying the leaves daily, significantly reduces the risk of leaf blight. Mulching around your plants also helps retain moisture, moderate soil temperature, and suppresses weeds, another natural method that keeps your garden strong without chemicals. So chemical fertilizers might give a quick green boost, but honestly, they often disrupt the soil ecosystem and can lead to weaker plants over time. Instead, natural feeding options like compost tea, seaweed extract, or well-rotted manure provide essential nutrients without harming the beneficial soil life. For instance, brewing a simple compost tea by steeping a handful of finished compost in a gallon of water for about 24 hours creates a nutrient-rich liquid that can be poured around plant roots. Applying this once every 2 weeks during the growing season can, noticeably improve plant vigor and resilience. Monocultures, growing large areas with the same crop, make chemical-free gardening challenging because pests and diseases can spread rapidly. A thriving chemical-free garden embraces diversity. Mixing vegetables, herbs and flowers in the same area confuses pests and reduces the chance of a single disease wiping out your crops. Companion planting, like pairing tomatoes with basil or carrots with onions, not only enhances growth but can repel harmful insects naturally. Over the years, I've found that gardens with a variety of species require far fewer interventions and are far more enjoyable to care for. Observation and patience are your best tools. Ultimately, chemical-free gardening is as much about observation as it is about action. By regularly walking through your garden, noticing changes in plant health, pest activity, and soil condition, you can make informed interventions early. Pruning diseased leaves, hand-picking pests, or adjusting watering schedules are simple steps that maintain balance without chemicals. Patience is key. Chemical-free gardens may not produce instant results, but their long-term health and productivity are far superior. Gardening without chemicals isn't just a trend. It's a philosophy that rewards patience, care, and connection with nature. By enriching your soil, inviting beneficial insects, watering wisely, feeding naturally, planting diversely, and observing closely, you create a garden that thrives on its own terms. You'll see healthier plants, richer soil, and an ecosystem that sustains itself year after year. If you found this guide valuable, make sure to subscribe to Evergreen Garden for more practical gardening insights and share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories and questions help all of us grow stronger gardens together. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a tip that can transform your garden from ordinary to extraordinary.